Well, hello. I am back for another craft and chat. I need to do some masterboards because I am out of my little neutral colored hearts that I make word hearts out of. And my smaller than $1 bin is got plenty in it to work with. So let's see. Let's make sure I know where to work to keep you in frame so I'm not all wonky all over the place. Let's just make myself a little guide. I'm sure, I don't think other people have this issue, but I struggle. Yeah, so I've been trying to get over here like all day to film this. If you were here earlier, you saw me try and go live. That was an epic fail. I need a different paintbrush. But I'm still right here. Okay. I like a scrubby paintbrush for doing masterboards. Yeah, so, oh wait, I gotta do Patreon shout outs. We have, thank you to Mally in Georgia, Jenny in California, Kim, I don't know where Kim is from, but thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so far behind, I'm sorry. And Jules and Claire in Indiana. Indiana? I think that's Indiana. Okay, whoo, caught up on that. Thank you, my dear patrons. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll tell you what, I'm getting ready to send out your Happy Mail. That's going out on the 15th, so that's happening. I feel like I have 15 things going on at once right now, and I need to get my act together. So I'm gonna glue paper because that's the answer, right? Gluing paper is always the answer. I'm just gonna pull some stuff out. See where we're at here. Get some of these smaller pieces out of here. Oh yeah, let's just pull all that out. Okay, and then we can move this off to the side. Whew, all right. Anyway, how you doing? I feel like a little bit of a basket case. So yeah, I tried to go live, and I think I have self-diagnosed the problem as needing a new iPad. So I was able to go live. I thought I couldn't go live because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but my friend Birdie said, I think you can. And so I tried it, and I could. You just have some limitations if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, and that's fine. I'm totally used to working within limitations. That's the story of my life. So I was able to go live, and that was awesome, but I couldn't see the chat. I could see it on my phone, but my phone is what I record with, and I want that to be up here facing down on my desk, right? So that you guys can see this, but then I wanted to be able to watch it on my iPad so I could see the chat and answer you guys and have a conversation with you guys while I'm working. But my iPad is over 10 years old, and it was my point of sale at when I had my coffee shop when I lived in Washington State. That feels like another lifetime ago, but 10 years, give or take. Anyway, she doesn't update anymore. She's a perfectly good machine, but she doesn't update anymore. And I think therefore I can't get, I wasn't able to download the YouTube app. I couldn't update anything to get the app to work. So I just don't think it's gonna work. And probably am going to end up buying a new iPad, which you can get just a basic 9th generation iPad for like $250, but it really chaps my hide to spend money on technology when I have technology that works perfectly well. It won't work because they refuse to support it. You know, it's like they're just forcing you to buy something new. But it is what it is, and I'll do it if I have to. I mean, I probably could buy a different brand, but I'm just familiar with the Apple whatever. I know it all like works together and stuff, so whatever you call it. The interface, the platform, I don't know technical words. This is part of Ricky's struggle. If you've been around much, you know all about Ricky's struggle. So that was that little adventure. And I don't know, I'll talk to my husband when he gets home and see what he thinks about it. I'm pretty sure he'll just say, yeah, go get one, whatever. We'll figure it out. But he bought a car yesterday, which cracks me up. But it doesn't run. 'Cause that's how we roll. Oh, I'm looking for something that's a little more white here. It doesn't run, so he is off with my daughter. They're trying to see if they can get it running, which is awesome because that's bonding time for them, and that's a good thing. If they can get it running, then she wants to buy it for her very own car. It would be her first car she owns. So that'd be kind of cool. I think she's aching for that independence, you know, because, I mean, we let her, she can take the car that, we could just call it our car, not my car or his car, it's just our car. Household car. She can take that whenever she wants, as long as we don't have something scheduled. But, you know, it's just different when you own something of your own and can call it your own. I remember those days. Now I'd be perfectly happy to drive somebody else's car and let them pay for the repairs and the insurance and all that, but when you're young, you look at things differently. Oh, to be young. So that means I have the house to myself for a little while, which they're probably not too far from being done, so I don't know how much actual filming time I'll get here with complete quiet in the house. I love this old adding machine tape. I got this in a huge lot of miscellaneous estate sale paper that I bought on Amazon a while ago. And there's a adding machine for sale at my local thrift shop, and I keep looking at it thinking, would it be cool to buy it and then make my own, you know, numbers on an adding machine? But I don't even know if it works or if it has ribbon or what. But I do have some of those tapes, so I could totally try it out. I don't know. I'm not real great at taking risks on thrift store stuff, but it does work out sometimes. One time I was there and I asked them what their return policy was for appliances and electronics. And he said, well, we don't really have one. Like, we don't really technically take returns, but what are you looking at? And I said, well, I'm looking at the ice cream maker. And it was a Cuisinart, you know, just a countertop ice cream maker. You put the bowl in the freezer, and then you put the stuff in, and it just churns for like 20 minutes or so, and then you got ice cream. He said, well, we check them to make sure they have power, but that's really all we know. He said, how much is on it? And I said, $20. And he said, I can go 10, and then if there's something wrong with it, you can bring it back and I'll deal with it. I'm like, okay, for $10, I'll take the risk. Even if it didn't work, I wouldn't have brought it back, but it did work. So that was super fun. And I use it now to make non-dairy ice cream. And it is so good. I use Thai organic coconut milk. It comes in a can. I buy it on Amazon. In fact, if you go to my links, I now have an Amazon storefront, and I put it in there because I love it so much. And if you do that, it doesn't cost you anymore, but I get a small percentage. So I think I'm supposed to tell you that, like, it's the rules. But anyway, I just take 2 cans of that coconut milk, put it in my ice cream maker. Well, I mix it with, so the original recipe I found called for 1 3/4 cups of sugar. I have been only using 1 cup, and I'm very happy with it. I feel like it's plenty sweet. But this last time, I actually mixed 1/2 cup of monk fruit sweetener and sugar. So 1/2 and 1/2. And it turned out just fine. And I added cinnamon powder and vanilla. So the flavor was cinnamon ice cream. And oh my gosh, so freaking good. I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna make another batch tonight because both my husband and daughter were like, this is like way better than any store-bought ice cream. And especially for dairy-free, you know. Dairy-free ice cream is an arm and a leg in the grocery store. And I mean, the Thai organic coconut milk isn't cheap, but it's not that much either. So I just put it on Subscribe and Save, and I get a case of it every month. And then when we're out, we're out. But I also use it for curry. I love a curry, so yeah. I don't know how I got on that subject, but the rabbit holes abound. This is kind of heavy. I don't love using cardstock on collage. It doesn't want to lay down very good. So, to figure out what I'm making for supper tonight. It's kind of cold and blustery here for Arizona today. So I was thinking maybe chili. Kind of sounds good. I make what's basically chili, but I add taco seasoning, and I call it taco soup. And it's my daughter's favorite soup. So chili / taco soup. That might be for dinner. Ground beef was on sale this week at Fry's, so I picked up a package. We don't eat a lot of ground beef. We eat mostly ground turkey, but every once in a while when it's on sale, I'll grab some. that was dumb. And then after dinner, I'll make the ice cream. I like it on the first night when it's soft. After you put it in the freezer, it gets hard, super hard. But, I mean, it still tastes delicious. It's just really hard to scoop. Look at that, we're like almost halfway done with this board already. Did I, there's some more cardstock feeling stuff. I was wondering, I did some stamping on a piece of paper with numbers. I was wondering if I put it out here, but I guess not. I don't see it. We'll use this one. This was from a table of contents in a book. I try to avoid having too many straight edges. Does not float my boat. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to do tomorrow, but usually on Sundays, my husband goes flying his RC airplanes. But tomorrow is supposed to be windy. So, he's thinking he won't be flying tomorrow. So then we usually try and go do something together. But I'm not sure what to do. A couple weeks ago we went and saw a movie, which we hardly ever do, but we really enjoyed it, and we were thinking maybe we would do that again, but it has to be a movie I want to see. I'm not somebody who just likes going to the movies for the sake of going to the movies. We went and saw A Man Called Otto, and it was so good. I mean, I wish I would have known how much I was gonna cry because I would have been better prepared. But aside from that, it was really good. And my husband said, man, you just get done crying with one scene and then they throw you into the next scene and you're like crying again. Yeah, it was pretty emotionally intense, but it was good. Totally worth it if you haven't seen it. So if you have any movie recommendations, I'm all ears. Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of, so I don't like sci-fi, I don't like action movies. I'm probably your basic chick flick type of person. But I don't like a super mushy chick flick. I just like either, well, I like it to be a combination of a good drama mixed with some comedy. Is that too much to ask? But, you know, like I don't love the slapstick humor, but I love to laugh. So I don't know if that makes sense. I could just be a contradiction, I guess. And I don't know if that's what we will do or not. Last time we went to Raising Cane's for lunch. I don't know, are those all over the place or are they just here in Arizona? I really don't know much about the chain. It's new to me. But it was really good. It's really good chicken. We enjoyed that. So we would maybe do that again because it was right there by the theater. We don't ever buy popcorn. I find that to be grossly over too much money for what it is. I mean, It's fine. I'm not judging anybody who pays for it, but I don't want to pay for it. So we just go eat lunch before we go to the movie, and it's just not even an issue. I say we go eat lunch like everybody goes to daytime movies. I'm old, okay? I go to daytime movies. I don't go to nighttime movies. Oh, my Lanta. Why am I like this? I don't know. I used to be young and cool. It's not true. I was never cool. I've always been an odd duck. But I've grown to appreciate my uniqueness, and it does not bother me in the least to not be like the crowd. I embrace it. I welcome it. All right, we are getting there. I have so many scraps, you guys. Fabric scraps, paper scraps, and I have no desire to get rid of any of them. I love using them, but like, I don't look at them and think, oh, I need to get rid of this stuff. I can't have this around. I do sometimes look at it and think, you need to get in gear, lady. You need to get your act together. This is kind of a boring piece aside from the notes on here, so I'm going to rip it down. And just use that. So yeah, movie recommendations in the comments, technology recommendations in the comments. What else can I solicit advice for? I was watching Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, earlier, and she was saying that it feels like this is like a big pen pal community sort of thing. And I agree. I definitely feel like this is a community, and I love it. I love hanging out with you guys and reading your comments and getting your messages. It just feels so much better than only being in your studio by yourself and not having that engagement, you know? I don't know. Because I don't really... Okay, I say I don't go out a lot. I mean, I go here and there to run errands and stuff, but I don't socialize a lot. So this is kind of my version of socializing for now. So that paint, that ink is a little bit smearing when it gets wet. Activates a little bit. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Maybe I don't love that there. Maybe we'll save that. So, what else? What else is a happening? Today is Saturday, which really means nothing in my world because the days all kind of run together, but probably means something to someone somewhere. My oldest daughter turned 30 this week, so that's a little crazy to think about. I have a 30-year-old kid. She doesn't like me to say that. Sorry, honey. I don't think she watches. If you're watching, I'm sorry. But I remember turning 30 and thinking it was so old. And now I'm like, no, 30-year-olds are just babies. I love how I made a frame to stay in and I just keep moving my piece. This is why I have problems. I just talk in art and it's hard for my brain to focus on the fact that I need to stay in frame. My poor little brain, she struggles. All right. See, I pulled a whole board's worth from this pile and I still feel like it's a pretty decent pile. It does not go down as fast as it builds up. This edge seems pretty tough, so I'm just gonna rip it off. Put this here. Well, the sun's trying to come out. It's been fairly overcast all day, which is really unusual for here. All right, we need, oh, that's kind of a cute little scrap. I don't know if that will fit somewhere. Some little French words on this piece. And then this one's blank, but I can stamp something on there later. See, I won't even let myself throw away a little scrap like that. It's a blank scrap, throw it away. Nope, can make something out of that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put this like this. Yeah. Just cover up this end. Perfect. Alrighty, if you're here still and you liked this, I would love it if you would hit the like button or the subscribe button, or you know, whatever the cool kids are doing these days, because I'm sure that that helps somehow in the algorithm and all this and that. Check out the Amazon storefront if you're interested. If you have any suggestions, I'm open. I tried to just get started with it, and I'm going to add to it as things occur to me. I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon. You know, back to that not being very social and going out a lot. Just have it delivered to the house. I think I'm gonna put this over here because this is a lot of white space right here, and then it's somehow I messed up that little spot, I think, when I laid that other paper down. So I'm just gonna add that in there, and I think that's super cute. Yeah, and I still have just a little bit of matte medium left on my brush. So I wanna take just a little strip of this and add it along here. Use up what's on my brush, add a little interest, get rid of that straight line in there, and I love it. All right, one master board down, like 3 to go. but thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, hopefully eventually I'll get this whole live thing figured out and we can chat. Until next time, bye.